What's up, everybody? It's Chance with Caveman Precision. It's about 9:30 at night, and I'm doing a quick little, hopefully quick little maintenance on my EVL 34. I know the pro models have this. I'm not too familiar with the mid-grade bows, but so I recently changed my limbs. I dropped my release on my limbs, cracked them, changed them out, got the bow absolutely dialed. Was getting fixed blades and broadheads that basically touch each other at 50 yards in some pretty windy crosswind, so I was super stoked on that. Bow was dialed. Shot it a while, had no issues. All of a sudden I shot my fixed blades and they were just darting straight to the left. I mean, and it's at 20 yards and I'm breaking right in the middle of the target and they're just planing left. I didn't know why. Threw it up the paper tuner, shot it through paper. Noticed I had a pretty decent right tear, and I've changed strings. I've tweaked the bow so much, so I know how much twist I should need to get that tear out. So I put about 2 twists in, thinking that it would fix it. It fixed it a little bit, and I noticed, I was like, okay, I know I should be pretty much right on. The bow should be tuned right there. 2 more twists in it and it fixed it just a little bit more. I have all silver Sharpies on all my lines, on my sight, my rest, my sight, my rest, my limbs, quiver, stabilizer. Everything has a silver Sharpie, so I'm checking all my silver Sharpie marks. Check my limb bolts. Everything was where it was supposed to be. But I did notice that my there's these little bushings in between the limb and the limb pocket right there. I don't know if you can see that, but you can definitely see that there is a bushing there. Well, this right bushing on this right limb, let me see if you can see that, about right there, it's completely smashed. I mean, like, it's gone. Yeah. And what I'm assuming is, since there's basically more space here, this limb can move back and forth, which I understand that these limb pockets are hard aluminum on a fiberglass limb, so constant rubbing of that would wear out that limb and eventually probably break it. So these bushings are great, they're cool. I understand that they need to be there, but I talked to a dealer, his name's Jeff at Jeff Specialty Supplies. Super cool guy. Called PSE, told him what I needed. They gave me that guy's contact information. But I looked all on YouTube. I actually read some archery forums that told me this is a common issue to have while changing your limbs. I didn't know that. I took all measures to loosen everything up the best that I could. Not too much, just enough so I could work with it. Lubricated the limbs as they went into the limb. I mean, I did everything with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that I had no issues. And like I said, I had the bow dialed. Everything was shooting so good, and all of a sudden my broadheads are planing off to the left. So I'm gonna do a quick little, I guess, review. Hopefully not review, but a quick little step by step. I'm trying not to make the video too long. I took everything off, took my sight, my stabilizer, my quiver, everything off, because I do have to take off the strings. I'm gonna take the strings off, put them in a paper clip so they don't unwind, and I can keep everything where it's supposed to be. I will still check the cam timing, just to double check everything, making sure that the cam timing is good, because knowing me, I might take one off and it might get a half twist out. So take everything off. I'm gonna straighten out the limbs. All I really have to do to access these, you don't really need to pop the whole system out. All you really have to do is just take the limbs and just pop out the bottom and give me a little bit of space to work with. But let me show you how big these little pieces are. And mind you, one of these pieces costed me $9.95. So pretty much $10 for a plastic piece this big. That's how big it is. I mean, come on, guys. I understand you guys gotta make some money. You gotta make some profit. Completely understand that, PSE. But you probably make this for literally 25 cents. And you're marking up the price ridiculous. And PSE told that dealer to stock up heavy on this. I mean, buy as much as you can, because this is something that gets worn out a lot. It's a very common issue that happens with these PSEs. He actually had a good idea saying that every bow that you purchase, you should get a bag of 8 bushings, because they're gonna wear out. It's not when, or it's not if, it's when. When are they gonna wear out? And unfortunately, changing out your limbs bumps up that percentage of them breaking. So this little baggie right here, excuse me, costed $120. I bought 10 of them because I wanted to make sure as I'm working, if any pop, any break, any snap, whatever, I still have 2 more that I can play around with and hopefully not break those. The guy was super cool. I live in Hawaii. He was super cool. He actually saw my order, saw the price and shipping, and it came in a little flat rate box, super small, packaged really well so it didn't get crushed. I was stoked that he did that, took the time to take care of what he's sending you. So saw the price, realized that it's $20 in shipping. Either he was gonna give me $5 to $6 in shipping, or give me just one more little bushing. I said, well, I'll take whatever you want to give me. So he ended up throwing me in one more bushing, which is $10. So I got 11 in here. My goal is to take off all of these, top and bottom. I'm not gonna just change out this one bushing. I'm changing every one of them out. So I know that when I put this back together, all brand new bushings. Any bushings that are slightly worn, that look like they might get worn out, I don't know, within 1,000 to 2,000 shots, put those off to the side as like backups. Any ones that look brand new, don't really have any marks, putting those in a bag as first backups. Ones that are a little kind of more worn out, second backups. I got my leftover. So this is first string, backup, second string, and then backups is my third string. So gonna take these off, and put all brand new bushings. So like I said, I never found anything on YouTube about this. I had to look in archery forums and really dig to find out what this was. So I wanted to give people a visual of the stuff that I had to deal with, which is these little things breaking. And you can definitely see on this side that bushing is just blown out. So I still shot it really close, just some field points just to get some reps in. These came to me, bushings came in really fast within 4 days, which is really fast in the middle of the ocean. So I was super stoked on that. But I'm gonna take everything off, get the pressure off the limbs, and I'll show you, I guess, me taking them off and changing them out. But time to get to work. Stay tuned. Okay, so I got the top limb popped, and you let me know if this is what your bushings is supposed to look like, because this is crazy. Let me show you. Look at that right there. That thing is practically obliterated. And that's what the top one looks like. Look at that right there. That is still intact. That is completely gone. So there might be my culprit. At least one of the issues. There may be more, I don't know. But I'm just doing one issue at a time. Because if these little fiberglass limbs rub up against this hard aluminum, I don't think that's gonna be a good day. So that is absolutely destroyed. So we're gonna change that out and put some brand new ones in there. Let's get it done. So just popped out the bottom limbs of the bow, popped out the bushings, but I did notice something with the EVL. Since I'm shooting right-handed, the right limb on the top and bottom, both those far bushings, so both of these bushings on the top and on the bottom of the bow were both blown out. The bottom one, not as bad. I mean, you could definitely, you probably won't be able to see this. You definitely saw some flattening at that bottom side of that bushing. So I guess it's something you want to keep an eye out if you're a PSE shooter. I don't know if any other bow company has bushings. I know Matthews, they have bushings inside of their cams that have issues, but I don't know anything about their limb pockets. I didn't see anything when I was changing out my VXR, but I noticed that both the top and bottom right limb had blown out bushings. So just something to keep an eye on. I did just pop these ones out. Now I just gotta put the new ones in, grease up these limbs, put a little bit of grease over here. I already got them all wiped down and nice, took out all the dirt. Put these limbs back on, put it in the bow press, put the cables back on. Cam timing will be money, and we'll just keep working until it's completely done. So I'll show you hopefully the finished product pretty soon. Okay, so popped in the new bushings on the bottom, just greased it up, got it all good. So let me show you real quick. Yeah, new grease, brand new bushings, rockers are touching the limbs, new grease, brand new bushings, rockers are touching the limbs, hand tight, hand tight, hand tight, hand tight. So I got my brace system in case it wants to slide, that will catch. I used this system the last time, worked great, so I'm gonna do it again. I gotta get those finger adapters later, but for now, it worked great, so it should work great again. But yeah, guys, something to consider. Just keep an eye out if you're shooting a EVL, if you're shooting a PSE flagship bow, so because you don't want bushings looking like that. But gonna press it, get the cables and strings back on, check the cam timing, that should be money, and put everything back together, and we should be shooting bullet holes tomorrow morning. Stay tuned. All right, boom, brand new bushings up at the top. You probably won't be able to see them. I mean, it is filmed on an iPhone, so decent quality, but man, these bushings are beautiful. They look like what they're supposed to look like. But I'm gonna just check the cam timing. I mean, my bow is, I got it all marked, silver Sharpie here, silver Sharpie there. It's all silver Sharpied up, so they're all right where they're supposed to be. Peeps facing right where it's supposed to be. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna check the cam timing just to double check that everything's where it's supposed to be and that the bow is pulling in sync, in time. Won't make a video, won't add that to this video, but just wanted to give people the information that if you know your bow's dialed, you got it all marked up, and you can't really seem to know why it's ripping or why it's tearing or why it's kind of shooting funny, check. If you're shooting a PSE, check these bushings, especially these older or these newer models with these bows being a little bit more faster, a little bit more efficient. There might be some downside or some negative side to that, which can cause gear to wear out a little bit more. But it was cool because I'm working on this one and my buddy just got a brand new EVL, same exact bow, just in a Kuyu camo that I'm gonna build for him. And if I noticed anything weird or funny on mine, I could literally just look at this and be like, oh, twisted that up wrong, or oh, I put this on backwards. But it was cool to have like a in-hand reference point while I was working on it. But pretty much how I took it off is how I put it exactly back on. So that's pretty much it for now. And like I said, just keep an eye out on these bushings and you should be golden. That's pretty much it. Hopefully this was useful and knowledgeable and people got some good information off of it. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. It's really cool, really helps. I'm just trying to share people my experiences, the stuff that I've dealt with, and hopefully give people some good information. But took me about an hour and a half to get it done, and that's pretty much it. Have a good one. God bless. Go shoot a bull.